Our first award this evening is the 3M Gives Scholar Award, and we would like to thank 3M for the donation of 2 Scholar Awards this year. We are pleased to present this award to Joseph Emerson, who is a second-year graduate student in the Department of Neuroscience. Neuroscience is a newly approved department for the ARCS Foundation this year. Joe is from Shelby, Ohio, and he completed his undergraduate studies with a Bachelor of Arts in Physics and Computational Neuroscience from Ohio Wesleyan University. Congratulations, Joe.
Hi, my name is Joe Emerson. I'm a second-year graduate student in the graduate program in neuroscience at the University of Minnesota. I work in Dr. Cheryl Ullman's lab using a combination of computational models and neuroimaging to explain how neural activity in the brain gives rise to visual perception. We hope that this research will lead to new understandings in the field of visual neuroscience, with applications to treatments of psychotic disorders such as schizophrenia. I was inspired to pursue research in neuroscience during my first undergraduate research experience. During this time, I worked on building a computational model that would aid in developing new treatments for epilepsy. I was immediately struck by the potential to apply mathematical tools to learn about the brain. Outside of research, my favorite pastime is playing music. Before graduate school, I played as a drummer in a cover band. Now I enjoy playing drums and guitar. I want to thank the ARCS Foundation and its donors for giving me this opportunity, and I look forward to cultivating a meaningful relationship with the ARCS Foundation going forward.
Our second New Scholar Award is the 3M Gives Scholar Award, which we're pleased to present to Courtney Hutton Pospick. Courtney is a fifth-year graduate student and PhD candidate in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering. Courtney is from Brush Prairie, Washington, which is a small town about 30 miles northeast of Portland, Oregon. Courtney did her undergraduate studies at Wellesley College in Massachusetts and Occidental College in Los Angeles, California, where she received her BA in mathematics. Courtney began her graduate studies at the University of Southern California in Los Angeles in computer science and engineering, and after 2 years moved with her professor to the University of Minnesota. Congratulations, Courtney, on your many accomplishments.
Hello, my name is Courtney Hutton Pospick. I'm a fifth-year PhD student in the College of Science and Engineering. My research focuses on user interaction in the realm of augmented and virtual reality. My field draws on work from a broad range of topics, including psychology, physiology, and mathematics. This integration is what first drew me to this research area. Some of my current work focuses on developing simple, intuitive interfaces that novice users can use to pilot drones through complex and confined spaces. There are broad applications for this type of work. Drones can be used to map historical sites and artifacts. They can be deployed for confined space inspections on industrial sites. They can also be flown as part of search and rescue missions in disaster areas. Outside of my work, my husband and I enjoy learning to cook cuisines from around the world and hiking with our deaf dog. I would like to thank the ARCS Foundation and its donors for this generous award and the opportunities that it will allow me to take.
We will now move on to the second-year awards to our continuing ARCS scholars. I'm pleased to present the Minnesota Chapter Scholar Award to Dean Maxim. Dean is a fifth-year graduate student and PhD candidate in the Department of Mechanical Engineering. Dean is a Minnesota native from St. Paul, Minnesota. He completed his undergraduate and master's education at the University of Minnesota in a combined BS-MS program, receiving his BS in Mechanical Engineering in 2016 and his master's in 2017. Congratulations, Dean, on your continued successes.
Hi there, my name is Dean Maxim, and I am a PhD student in the Mechanical Engineering Department at the University of Minnesota, Twin Cities. My research topic is the design of algorithms for time-dependent problems in continuum mechanics. This is part of a broader discipline known as computational mechanics. It's important as it allows for computer simulations where traditional mathematical techniques would be intractable and experiments would be cost prohibitive. It has many wide-ranging applications in science and engineering, from commercial product design to infrastructure. While I can't pinpoint one particular light bulb moment that inspired me to pursue this field of research, there are many smaller incidents that prompted my interest. Growing up in St. Paul, I had ample opportunity to experience Minnesota's famous winters. For me, winter was a season for curiosity. For example, have you ever wondered why it is the best temperature to grow an icicle on the side of your house? Or why does snow sometimes fall off the roof in big sheets, rather than its component flakes? The answers I received to these sorts of questions were usually incomplete and unsatisfying. This feeling persisted even during my undergraduate education, where there was never enough time to go into quite enough depth. But during my first semester as a graduate student, I took a course on continuum mechanics that exposed all the richness and nuance I had been craving. I discovered that there was a whole world of mathematical understanding of the matter and structure all around us, and that it was still an area of exciting research today thanks to the advent of modern computers. A fun fact about me is that I have a twin brother with whom I lived for 21 years, until we both went our separate ways for graduate study. He's currently doing well in Austin, Texas right now. I would like to thank the ARCS Foundation and the donors to the Minnesota Chapter Award. It's given me a lot of freedom to pursue independent research topics, and has made a tremendous difference in my graduate education. Thanks so much, and goodbye.
Our second Continuing Scholar Award is the Minnesota Chapter Scholar Award presented to Rachel Tenney. Rachel is a third-year graduate student in the Department of Civil, Environmental, and Geoengineering. Rachel's hometown is Albany, New York, and she did her undergraduate studies at Lafayette College in Easton, Pennsylvania. Her undergraduate degree was a Bachelor of Science in Chemical and Biomolecular Engineering. Congratulations, Rachel, on your continued success.
Hi, my name is Rachel Tenney, and I'm a graduate student in the Civil, Environmental, and Geoengineering Department. My research focuses on exploring the fundamental mechanisms of nitrogen cycling in rural wastewater treatment ponds, with the goal of developing sustainable, practical methods for nutrient management in rural, low-infrastructure areas. As an undergraduate student, I became fascinated by water management practices when I took a series of courses relating to sustainability. When excess nutrients are released to the environment, this contributes to biodiversity loss and aquatic dead zones where plant and animal life cannot thrive. Wastewater is high in environmentally detrimental forms of nitrogen, so it's essential to effectively and efficiently remove nitrogen species during wastewater treatment. Outside of my research, I love spending time outside with friends and family and cuddling my cat. I'm so honored to be an ARCS scholar. I've truly enjoyed the opportunity to form connections and build relationships with other scholars, ARCS members, and donors across disciplines, fields, and generations. The ARCS scholarship has helped me attend geographically diverse conferences, as well as achieve a healthy balance between my work and personal time. Thank you so much for your continued support.
Our third Continuing Scholar Award is the Ron Edstrom Memorial Scholar Award that was donated by Jenny Edstrom. This award is presented to Z. Chang. Z is a fourth-year graduate student and PhD candidate in the Department of Biochemistry, Molecular Biology, and Biophysics. Z is originally from Hong Kong and immigrated to the suburbs of Chicago when she was 12 years old. Z completed her Bachelor of Science degree in biology at Lafayette College in Easton, Pennsylvania. Congratulations, Z, on your many experiences and accomplishments.
Hi, my name is Z Chang, and I'm a fourth-year PhD student in the Department of Biochemistry, Molecular Biology, and Biophysics. I currently work in the lab of John-Sik Yang, where I study a group of RNA-binding proteins and how they regulate gene expression in cancer. We can then apply this knowledge that we learn and hopefully in the future to use it for cancer therapeutics. A little bit about what my light bulb moment was. So this actually occurred quite early on in my freshman year in college, where I was looking for campus jobs to fulfill my work study. I luckily came across this research position in a cancer biology lab, and it was that experience that exposed me to research, working with different cancer cell lines, mouse models, and learning about the intricacies of molecular biology techniques. After that, I was inspired to pursue a scientific research and career. A little fun fact about me is that on average, I listen to about 7 hours of podcasts and audiobooks in a day. And lastly, I just want to take a moment to thank the ARCS Foundation as well as the donors for supporting me and providing me the opportunities and funding that I need to expand my professional development. Thank you.
Our final continuing scholar award this evening is the Richard Powell, MD Memorial Scholar Award. It's presented to Matthew Lawler, who is a second-year graduate student in the Department of Biomedical Engineering, is also an inaugural trainee in the T32 Cardiovascular Engineering program in BME. Matt's hometown is College Station, Texas, and he did his undergraduate work at the Georgia Institute of Technology, where he received a Bachelor of Science degree in biomedical engineering. Before coming to graduate school at the University of Minnesota, Matt worked for 2 years for a small business innovation research company called Lintech, and he worked in the areas of 3D printing and tissue engineering. Congratulations, Matt, on your interesting educational and work experiences and your progress in your graduate degree in BME.
Hi everyone, my name is Matt Lawler. I am a second-year biomedical engineering PhD student. I work in Mike McAlpine's lab, and my research focus is on the use of 3D bioprinting and programmable drug capsules to convert induced pluripotent stem cells into different cardiac cell types. This is really important to develop personalized implants that can basically circumvent immune rejection. And in terms of a light bulb moment, I would say not so much for biomedical engineering, but for the field that I'm in, more particularly in biomedical engineering. When I was basically coming out of undergrad, I didn't really know exactly what I wanted to do. I was trying to find a job, figure out through that way, and then I had an interview for a company called BioBots, which is a startup. They did 3D bioprinting, and I never really heard of that before. And I, quickly got interested in it because I realized it really fit with a lot of my past experiences and just, really had a promising future. So that interview, even though I actually didn't get the job, ended up being really, I think, inspirational for me. And then, I guess fun fact is I played trumpet for about 10 years. I'd like to thank the ARCS Foundation Minnesota for their support these past year and as well as next year, and as well as the networking opportunities. So thank you very much.